Are we live? We are live. Here we are. How's it going, guys? Okay, I think we've got everything set up. Let's just check that. Okay. Give me 1 second. Yeah, I think we're live. Hopefully everything else is working well. Let's just check all the stream health. Looks good. Audio should be good as well.
Yeah, I think we're live.
Oh, there we go. Yes. Welcome, guys. Welcome back to day 2. Practice 2 of 7 at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway for the Indy 500, which is going to happen at... on the 24th of May 2026. So that's next weekend. Next weekend on Sunday. But we are very close to it. And yeah. Oh, hello. My MacBook charging has just been weird. So yeah, you can hear a little bit of commentary, probably the background. It's just my headphones are not working today and my iPad isn't charged well enough. But let's just get right into it. 2 hours to go. Under 2 hours. Been a pretty good day. I'm not going to lie. We've seen some speed. We have finally getting a picture of folks who are a little bit more, it's a little bit more concerning for a few people. So, yeah. And Connor Daly, who's actually, funny enough, we've seen an onboard of Connor Daly. Connor Daly, lightning fast today. Set up this beautiful 228 miles per hour speed at the beginning of the day. And he just loves this place. Obviously, he's a native to Indiana and Indianapolis, actually, or just outside Indiana, I believe. But he's been rapid. Like, he's been flying. So, very interesting. Currently, what are we seeing right now? We are seeing a lot of guys on track right now. A lot of traffic running. Joseph Newgarden. We have a huge snake down the back straight out of turn 1, 2, 3. Out of turn 3. We've got Connor Daly. We've got Kyle Kirkwood. Just look at the actives. There's so many people active. Connor Daly, Alex Palou, Dixon, Newgarden, Kirkwood, Rosenquist, Willpower, Armstrong, Erickson, Siegel, Hunter Ray, Simpson, Rasmussen. Look at that. So many folks out on track. So it's going to be phenomenal. How are you guys doing? Where are you guys tuning in from today? I know it's still work hours here in North America. But yeah, today we're going to keep it pretty chill. And let's just see what happens. But I'm going to try and make it a bit more interactive. And yeah, lots of posts coming up on Instagram as well and YouTube Shorts. I'm going to do a reel on, an Indy 500 explainer, essentially. And I think that's going to be pretty helpful for a lot of people. And then you guys could hopefully share it with other people as well. Some of your Formula One friends probably, just to tell them, hey, there is this spectacular racing series called the INDYCAR. And there's this phenomenal race called the Indy 500. So, yeah, if you're new here, make sure to like, get in with the live chat, get involved, and make sure to please subscribe. Just really helps with the algorithms and stuff. So, appreciate each and every one of you. We've had a lot of guys who keep coming back every day. So, I hope you guys join again. And yeah, a lot of track action right now. We have Kyle Kirkwood and Connor Daly's just overtaken Kyle Kirkwood into turn 1. And again, people are just dialing in a lot of their race pace. We did see some quali runs today. We saw Alexander Rossi do a quali run, and he's currently 20th, is it? 26th. But yeah, again, I'm not too sure. A lot of these guys who were up front had a lot of tow, right, from the driver ahead and stuff, which is why they've got these crazy speeds. But I think something to keep in mind is, again, that's tow. There's a lot of tow there. So we want to see something which we want to see speeds where there's no toe speeds, and Alexander Rossi right now is at a 221.4 no toe. So give or take, very interesting. Another person to keep an eye out for is Elio Castroneves of the Meyer Shank Racing. Now, I didn't know this, but if you're a one-off entry, you only get one engine. So these are guys like Elio, Takuma Sato. You get one engine for the Indy 500, and you need to manage the mileage, which can restrict you from going out as much as you want, or it can curtail you from all the running that is actually required. So a bit frustrating in that sense, because all the full-time drivers, it's very simple for them, right? Like you just go, you have a race engine which is kept back in the garage. You just use your normal engine, and then for race runs or race days or whatever, you could just go in and replace your engine and off you go. So they can run as much as they want, obviously with a certain limit, but all these guys like Elio, Takuma Sato, haven't seen much of Takuma Sato today actually, funny enough, and Jacob Abel, Catherine Legg, all these guys, it's a little bit difficult for them to actually get involved and get that mileage that they're looking for, because you want to put in as many reps as possible. So it's a bit annoying, but again, I guess that's what happens when you are just a one-off entry. Okay, let's get a poll going, shall we? Connor Daly is rapid. Okay, so you have Alex. Is it Alex Pillow? No, that's Scott McLaughlin. And then you have Elio behind him. And behind Elio, you've got Connor Daly. I'm just going to increase some of the commentary. Maybe you guys could hear. And just stay on board. Interesting. So Castroneves and Connor Daly just overtook Scott McLaughlin. Alex Palou yesterday was very, very scary. Very scary. He came out and he just blitzed the entire field at the end, just on a race run. So, and he's like, yeah, car's good, mate. I was like, all right, bro. Wow. Yeah, let's get a chat going. Let's get a poll going, shall we? Would you So one of the questions I've sat and contemplated on for a while is, would you like to see Connor Daly actually win the Indy 500? For me, I have to say it's a yes any given day, because he's a local guy. He's always in and out. And we would love to see something where he's able to actually win. Like, I don't know. Oh, we've got a no. Oh, fascinating. Why not? Whoever voted no, why not? I'd love to see. Oh, we've got a yes and we've got a no. Why no? Why not? I'd love to know. Please do feel free to use the live chat. That's fascinating that you think you shouldn't win. And if not Connor, then who? I think that's the bigger question then. So whoever voted no, is it Pato Award? Is it Scott McLaughlin? I'd love to know. Okay. Elio Castroneves is chasing down Scott McLaughlin now. Fascinating. He looks a lot better today, to be fair. Yesterday was just a bit of a struggle, to be honest with you. But yeah, looking alright. And make sure whenever you guys join here, get your beverage, non-alcoholic, well, alcoholic, your choice. I'm non-alcoholic. I don't really drink too much, so coffee it is. Yep, we'll take it. Yum. So yeah, a lot of decent stuff. So you see the speeds are going up, and this 228 actually, so if you are new to IndyCar, there's this concept called Boost, Fast Friday, which is this Friday, where all the cars get a boost. Now that boost, once you get a boost, these speeds actually pretty much go up like another 8 to 10 miles per hour. So these are all mph. So that 228 actually becomes, if this was on Saturday, it would be 220. No, sorry. If this was qualifying, and if this was on Friday, this would have been 236, 238, that kind of a range, which is insanity. We've got Will Bet. I hope it's Renus. Ooh, good shout. Renus VK, if he wins the Indy 500, it would be such a huge thing for his career. It'd be huge for his career. Because he is someone definitely who I think is very, very underrated. And I'm surprised, right? So this is the conundrum I have with Renus. He's been in the series for so long. He's been in the series since, oh wow, like I don't even know. How long has Renus been in the series? Anyway, it's been there for like around 5 years, maybe even more. And the fact that he hasn't caught attention of some of the big teams like Andretti, Penske's, Ganassi's, I don't know, doesn't really add up. So very interesting. It's fascinating. I hope he gives it a good go at the Indy 500. But if he wins it, I'm sure he'll be on a lot of teams' radar. Even McLaren, actually, because Nolan Siegel, funny enough, is going to be... Yeah, he's under a lot of pressure, right? Where is Siegel today? Siegel, P13. Yeah. Nolan Siegel's going to be under a lot of pressure. He is under a lot of pressure. We know that. It's not been ideal for him. Right? So, there's a lot of pressure. Can he deliver? Can he perform when it's required? I think it's going to be a fascinating discussion. And who takes that third McLaren seat next year? Will Nolan Siegel actually continue and keep that seat? Will Marcus Ericsson, who's in Andretti in a contract year right now, is Andretti the team for him? He's had such good success at Ganassi. He got a podium with Andretti in his first year, and that's all she wrote. Got a second last year at the Indy 500, but failed. It was taken away from him because of a technical infringement. 2 of Andretti's cars got disqualified after the race. What would have been fascinating to see is, had he won last year, would they have disqualified him or not? That's very interesting, because taking a win away, an Indy 500 win away, that's a little bit, not ideal. But again, does Marcus go to McLaren in that third? So you'll have Pato, Ward, Lundgaard, and Ericsson. I think that's a phenomenal lineup. I don't know. We'll see. Lots of storylines. And another one is Catherine Legg, who has, in this beautiful elf chrome, it is purely chrome, this livery. Stunning car. She's going to do the double. So the Indy 500 and then the Coca-Cola 600. So she's going to be finishing the Indy 500 if there is no rain or whatever. Take a helicopter from Indianapolis to Charlotte and take part in the NASCAR Coca-Cola 600 all in one day. So that's 1,100 miles in one day of driving. I hope she could do it. The goal is to complete both races. That's it. Kyle Larson last year attempted it last year and the year before. Didn't finish both races, but Catherine Legg, I think, would be phenomenal to see if she's able to do both of those. But again, beautiful livery, Ours Lips Fuel, Elf. And some big stories, as I said, a lot of race running. We're finally seeing some speeds, a lot of toes as well. Qualifying is going to be no toes, so that's to keep in mind. And you're seeing the Andretti's creep up now. You see Kirkwood, he was always in the top 10. Will Power is kind of in that 10th position. Ericsson's climbed up from yesterday. Marcus Armstrong was the fastest yesterday. Well, I think we're with the speed somewhere around here, but like we're getting past that now. We're getting to a stage where things are getting a little bit more dialed in, because the track temperature is a lot lower as well today. So it's just good. It means the tire can go on for a bit longer. Yeah, so that's kind of that's what's been going on. And there you go. That's the news. The Coca-Cola 600 and the Indy 500. So fair play to Catherine Legg. Amazing. She's 45 and still killing it. Some pictures from today. Chad Smith, you absolute legend. Look at how beautiful that Sunoco car is. We're seeing a lot of good stuff. That's Keith Simpson's helmet. Yeah, some pretty cool images. And yeah, if you're here, thank you so much for joining. Whether you're at work right now, just listening to me, a guy with a British Australian accent, just waffle on, talking about INDYCAR. I'm happy to entertain you as much as I can. But yeah, there you go. Look at that. Sketch Factor 100. Look at that. Side by side. Mick Schumacher finally getting that wheel-to-wheel action with Joseph Newgarden. No twitchy. Oh, hello. And that's the thing. Mick Schumacher needs to learn how to be aware, like spatially aware of the drivers, right? Who's around him, because it's one thing learning how to pass, but it's also another thing learning how to get past in the traffic, right? So there you go, Joseph Newgarden again. So Carson Hocevar, anyone know him? I have no idea who this is. Anyway. Yeah, the Pelot in person. This is another big one. He is back, and it was fascinating to just watch him and see how he goes about his business, because we don't really see a lot from Alex Pelot and his onboard stuff. It's pretty, yeah. Yeah, Nürburgring sold out. Max Verstappen. Any Formula One fans in here? Obviously, I'm a Max guy. And yeah, Nürburgring is sold out, which is pretty insane. Can everyone come back out, please? So Carl Kirkwood was on the radio with Townsend Bell, the commentator. And they were basically, the commentators can connect with the cars through their radio. Oh, and we have Alex Pelot's, we have Alex Pelot's onboard camera right now. Sorry, driver cam. I'm sure you can hear some of the commentary. I'll let it play for a bit. He looks so... Look at that. Look how... His hands are so smooth on the steering wheel. Wow. 219.93. Fuel 1. Changing all those buttons. So much information on the MFD of the steering wheel. MFD stands for multi-function display. Why is my laptop charging again and again and again? Oh, he's coming back into the pits now. Okay. But yeah, so Carl Kirkwood, he was pretty much, him and Will Power went out together, and he was basically, you know, saying to Townsend Bell that we went out hoping others would come out with us, but no one did. So we were pretty much like, okay. And that's when he posted, I think he got outside his car and he was like, can everyone just come back out, please? Oh, hilarious. So funny. What else do we got? Some F1 stuff. Nothing crazy. Oh, these Twitter memes are just insane. Yeah, the Formula E, actually. The latest generation of the Formula E car. Insane. All right, Chad Smith again. Look at that. Morgan Wallen radio. Felix Rosenquist's car. We've got Mark. Look, that has to be the livery of, for me at least, the livery of the Indy 500 this year. I don't know why. Just that Acura on the side just looks so nice. The black, yellow, white. Oh, beautiful. Look at that. Look at that. Stunning. What are your favorite liveries from this year? Do feel free to add it in the comments. Oh, there we go. So here we go. This is what... Oh, hello. I can't be playing that for copyright reasons. But oh, hello. What's going on here? Watch this. This is what he sees. Look at how much information there is on the MFD. So that's engine mapping. Yeah, that's super rich engine mapping, which is the fastest speed basically. So this is during his quali run. And now he's going to peel into the pits. So whenever a car during practice like hugs the inside line, it means they're going to peel into the pits. Fascinating. Really, really nice. Yeah, this is what I was saying. Like, Will Power and Carl Kirkwood came out and then basically no one went with them. Like, no one at all, which is pretty funny. Yeah, pretty funny there. But this was Alex Palou. Oh, is this Scott McLaughlin? Oh, this is pole position last year, yeah. This is the Chrome. Oh, that is a beautiful car. Beautiful car. Beautiful car. Love it. Yeah. Okay. So, let's go back. Oh, that's my email. Don't want to show that. Okay, let's close this poll now. What are we saying here? How many votes did we have? 6 votes. 67% say yes. 33% no. Okay. Okay. Oh, we got Christian Rasmussen being followed by Scott McLaughlin on track right now. Okay, let's ease your... This is... Alright, let's have it. Here's the question. What is your favorite livery for this year's Indy 500? You see some of them on screen right now. If there's anyone you want to discuss, feel free to add it in the live chat. Let's go. I just love liveries, and I'm sure you guys do as well. Some fascinating stuff. So, have at it. My favorite. There are so many, actually. I'm not going to lie. I think Rosenquist's Morgan Wallen radio car is pretty awesome. Ericsson's Phoenix Investors just looks a bit mean. You have, obviously, the McLarens of Lundgaard. Pato Ward, they look so nice as well. But my favorite, I don't know why, and I hope IXO models. Please, please, please. I hope they produce. Where is it? Marcus Armstrong's Acura. That is my take. Just look at that lovely, lovely black, yellow, white. Can't go wrong. And Acura are basically coming back they'll be more involved in INDYCAR this year, and going forward as well, as they're peeling off their IMSA operations and WEC operations. So pretty fascinating over there. We have a lot of cars on track. If you're just joining, it's fascinating to see practice 2. We are starting to see a little bit more race pace. We're starting to see a lot more quali runs as well. We're starting to see a lot more speeds. The cars are getting dialed up. And I will be going live tomorrow as well for the last 2 hours of the day. And on Friday, hopefully a little bit longer, because it is going to be Fast Friday. And Fast Friday is a phenomenal day because cars and all these IndyCar drivers get these boosts. And essentially you get 8 to 10 miles per hour more. So you go rapid. You fly, basically. So that's going to be very interesting to see as well. So stick around for that. Saturday we have qualifying. For qualifying 1 actually, and then qualifying 2 on Sunday. And it's weird. We were discussing it in yesterday's live chat that the schedule's a bit odd in the sense that let's have a look. I'll show you guys. Odd in the sense of the fact. Okay, where are we? There we go. Okay, so As I said, today's Wednesday. From until 6 p.m. we're going to have practice. Tomorrow, again, practice 3. And then we're going to have Friday is Fast Friday from 12 to 6. 12 to 5 or 6, I think. I don't know what the end time is over here. Usually an hour. Saturday, here we go. Saturday is qualifying day 1. So 11 to 6 p.m. And that's going to be interesting because of the fact that they'll set the bottom 15 on, not 15, bottom 18 on Saturday. And then it's weird because they'll also set positions 13 to 15. Then qualifying pole day, the top 12 go into qualifying on Sunday for the Fast 12, Fast 6 pole. But from what I understand, again, it's a very small difference. Why is my thing... My laptop just keeps charging and it's so frustrating. Wait, let me check that again. Okay, cool. So, what was I saying? Right, so we're going to see on qualifying day 1, essentially for the Fast 12, or the top 15 will fight for the Fast 12 or something. I don't know, something weird. I still don't get it. Do any of you understand that? The qualifying changes for this year? Just to create this bump effect? Because I really, really don't get it. Anyway, so we'll have that. Sunday, we have qualifying pole day. So Fast 12, Fast 6, and that's going to be fascinating. And then Monday, we have practice 7. Friday, carb day, and the Oscar Mayer Weenie 500 on Friday next week. And then Sunday, May 24th, is the big day. So, yeah, it's going to be fascinating. All right, we've got Joseph Newgarden. What's he saying? Got a lot of work done. Methodical thing to be here. Good moments, bad moments. Kind of got to ride the wave. How did the car feel on track? Just okay. Sandbagging. A lot of folks must be sandbagging right now. I'm not going to lie. Who's put the highest amount of laps? Newgarden, 90 laps. Why is my... Let me just remove that. I'm sorry. My charger just keeps doing that for some weird reason. Okay. Interesting. 90 laps for Joseph Newgarden. Right, let's go back. Do we have lap count over here? Ah, yeah, we do. Oh, you guys don't see it, do you? Okay, hold up. Right, 90 for Joseph. That's the highest. Lowest, we have Graham Rahal with 22. Anyone else lowest? No, that's the lowest. Rest all have done a very decent amount. Okay, we're going to have a guest on commentary. And it's that guy I told you about. I don't know his name. Will Buxton, Townsend Bell, James Hinchcliffe, and another Andretti guy. What's his name? Okay, Catherine Legg is going out as well. Nice. Yeah, okay. In the meantime, we can go through some... We can go through some photos, some nice photos, yesterday's photos. We got a lot we can get through, to be fair. Elio Castroneves in his beautiful Cliffs Sirius XM suit in his car. Beautiful car as well. And then we've got Alex Palou doing his thing. Look how low they sit. I'm actually going to make a reel on how low these guys actually are to the ground, which is going to be pretty exciting. Sonoko, Graham Rahal and Louis Foster, teammates. So for those of you who don't have access, hopefully we can discuss some of just show you guys, talk you through some of the stuff in photos. We've got Morgan Wallen. Morgan Wallen radio. Christian Rasmussen getting into his car. This is 31, which is Ryan Hunter-Reay, Prize Picks McLaren. There he is, Ryan Hunter-Reay. And then, we've got Scotty Mack. And his hat, actually. So Lockdown is a company from Australia who create Scott McLaughlin's hats. Only Scott McLaughlin. And I think I saw one for Graham Rahal as well. That's a very nice pick. Pressure gauges. The Borg Warner Trophy. Carson Hocevar. He's a NASCAR Series Cup driver, number 77. Very tall guy. Jesus. Anyway. Yeah, that's Felix Rosenquist, Malukas, Armstrong, number 6, Nolan Siegel. Oh, that Pennzoil Chevy just looks like a beautiful, beautiful tank. Big pressure on Scott McLaughlin as well. He finally needs to get that. Just needs a clean weekend, and especially at Indy, if he can finish in the top 5, I think it'd be a good result for him. Will Power, again, a very interesting day for him as well. Hopefully he can figure out a way to, put his best feet forward. And not too sure what's going on here. Grosjean looks very serious this year. Very, very serious. What do you guys think of Grosjean? This is potentially his last year racing in INDYCAR. From what I'm hearing, I'm not too sure about it, but yeah, good to see him though, isn't it? Obviously, the man who walked out of fire, really. That is a stunning car. The Pardo was McLaren. Not too sure what was that. And then Lundgaard's McLaren. You got David Malukas. So yeah, we are not seeing a lot of track action now, so I just thought we'll go through some photos from yesterday. So if you're new here, welcome. Make sure to hit that subscribe button, like this live stream, and just get involved with the live chat. If you have any questions, do let me know. More than happy to help and answer and clarify your questions. And if you have any opinions, please feel free. I want to get a discussion going. Just use the live chat and let's keep having some good fun for the next how long? Don't know actually. Hour and 25 minutes, so we've got a fair bit to go still. But there he is, Alex Rossi. There was he's looking good now. Looking a lot more dialed in than yesterday, as that's how it pretty much goes. Marcus Armstrong just finishing. Palou flying. This image pretty much gives it away. We have the beautiful Acura, my favorite livery for this year's Indy 500, driven by Marcus Armstrong. Mick Schumacher's beautiful looking RLL as well. A touch of yellow, the red, the black, just good colors all around. Very curious to see where he stacks up on Friday, in the Fast Friday, because Fast Friday will give us a very good indication for qualifying. And Danny Ricciardo came out recently and said that just watching what these drivers do scares the living hell out of him. So, very interesting. Rinus VK, there you are, Wilbert. That's there he is. Okay, that's a good looking paint scheme as well. I didn't pay too much attention to it, and on track it just pops out, doesn't it? Rossi. There he is, Joseph Newgarden, 2-time winner. Scotty Mack. There he is, Rinus VK. Nolan Siegel, there you are. So a lot more pressure on Nolan this year. As I said, who's going to be in that third McLaren seat next year? I don't know. Any of you? What have you guys? Who do you think should be in the third McLaren? Let's get a question going. Okay, I'm gonna give you who should be in the number 6 McLaren from 2027 onwards. Now, I don't really know who are the guys out of contract. So let's say VK might be an option. Ericsson's contract runs out this year. Ericsson. We've got guys like Connor Daly. We have, or let's do others. Someone else. Oh, maybe Siegel keeps his spot. Let's do that. Okay. So this is a fascinating question. Who keeps it? Who keeps this? Or does he keep it? Wow, they're showing this NASCAR thing online right now. Fascinating. Huh. But yeah, who should pilot the number 6 McLaren next year? Let's see. Oh, we've got an Ericsson. Fascinating. He's in his contract here this year. That's going to be fascinating to see if he actually does well enough to keep a seat at Andretti. Or he was teammates with Tony Kanaan at Chip Ganassi during the year. So Chip Ganassi drove for Tony Kanaan drove for Chip Ganassi in 2022 when Ericsson won the Indy 500. So Tony Kanaan has a very good insight into how Ericsson races. And before Ericsson moved to Andretti, he did have talks with McLaren. That was there. So whoever said Ericsson, maybe. That'd be pretty cool to see, him back in this Formula One kind of bubble. I guess he is already right now with Andretti and Cadillac kind of a thing, but McLaren would be even cooler. So yeah, that'd be cool. Let's see if what other votes come in. We'll leave that for a bit. That's Takuma Sato getting in his car. Again, we have no cars on track. If you're just joining in, no cars on track. So we're just going through some images, going through drivers, some of the storylines that are running right now. If you're new here, as I said, make sure to subscribe, like, get involved. There's a poll running right now. Who should pilot the the number 6 McLaren in 2027, currently occupied by Nolan Siegel. There he is, Ryan Hunter-Reay. Elio, that is Ryan Hunter-Reay getting into his submarine, basically. Speaking of submarines, Scotty Mack, big year for Scotty Mack. Last year was not great. His he seems to be very accident prone, shall we say. So it's not ideal. He had that big off at Barber. Well, he pretty much just put his right side, front and rear, just touched on the grass, and he went spinning, hit the wall backwards, and caused a huge wreck. Penske had to come up with a Frankenstein car to make sure that he actually gets a go during qualifying. So he did do that, which was fair play to him. But then again, he has had all these small errors, right? Even in Arlington, he crashed as well, had a hit. So last year's Indy 500, again, not ideal at all. Crashed during practice, qualified really well, and then again during the race, during the warm-up laps, just spun and just broke his car really. So unfortunate. He's got a big year ahead. Again, there he is. That's more like Scotty Mack, isn't it? Rossi, Scotty Mack, Takuma Sato. Is that Tim Cindric? I think that's Tim Cindric. The Acura. There you go, some nice picks. Carl Kirkwood, Mick Schumacher. I'm surprised he doesn't have more sponsors, to be fair, now that we think of it. Again, we're just going through photos because there's no on-track action right now. Ooh, who's that? Oh yeah, Ryan Hunter-Ray again. Pardo Award. Jacob Abel. He was fast. Now, a lot of teams have technical alliances. So Maya Shank with Chip Ganassi Racing, AJ Foyt with Penske. So there's a lot of data sharing. Abel Motorsports and Jacob Abel, it's just them. So given that they're decently fast, fair play to them. Oh, that's the car. I think that's a great livery as well. Catherine Legg with the Elf sponsorship. Going to be doing both the Indy 500 and the NASCAR Coca-Cola 600. It's going to be pretty wild as well. See how that goes. Yay, beautiful car. That's Grosjean to the BMAX.io. Yeah, Grosjean's been like an underdog this year. He's been doing pretty decently. So is this guy, Graham Rahal, with the United Rentals sponsorship for this Indy 500. And also, back-to-back podium contender in the last two races. Renus VK. What is that? Gasoline Alley. So someone wearing a Marcus Armstrong tee. And Carl Kirkwood is signing for an autograph. Nice. Kaio Colette. Been pretty quiet today, but again, it's just about getting a lot of those things done. Louis Foster. There he is. And then Takuma again. Stingray Rob. Now, this is a fascinating one. Spoke yesterday. There is a decent amount of pressure on Stingray Rob. Purely because he's been in the series for a few years now, but he hasn't really had not even a single good result, to be fair. I'm not going to lie. And it's not ideal. It's not looking great for him, shall we say. How he goes about fixing that, I don't know. But there needs to be a way to actually... There we go. Yeah, they need to find a way to actually... perform a bit better, because he just needs to find a way, because I think he'll be out by the end of the year if he doesn't improve, right? So, Ed Carpenter, very quiet today. Again, hasn't done as much running right now as I think they would have liked. Slowly building up to it. That's kind of the drill. You got Rasmussen in the beautiful liver. There we are. There we go. Finally, the Pagoda. Alex Rossi. Nice. Stingray Rob. Elio. Again, no cars on track. Is it track inspection? Probably. There he is. The man, the myth. Scott Dixon. Alright, so we've just had one vote. Come on, guys. Why aren't you voting? Let's do it. Let's see some votes. Who should be in the number 6 McLaren from 2027 onwards? Currently, Nolan Siegel is occupying it, but who's going to do it next year? Who should be there? That's the big question. Renus VK, Ericsson, Siegel himself, or should someone else? Someone we haven't really thought. Oh, cars are on track finally. That's Jacob Abel's car, by the way, just pure white. That's it, which I think is pretty cool. That's Renus VK's car. Alex Polo. David Malukas. Look at that. Mick Schumacher. Driving on a racetrack where once his dad won in the Formula 1 Grand Prix in Indianapolis. So, alright. Oh, hello. What happened here? There we are. Okay, let's get back to the timing screens and let's talk. Oh, someone else has voted. Okay, someone else. Who? Do you mind checking it in the chat, please, mate? Would love to know who should be in the number 6 McLaren. I just couldn't add more than 4 options, so... And I'm trying to figure out a way. Yeah, do you mind just putting it in the chat, please? That'd be very appreciative. I want to know who is that someone else. I'm very curious, actually. Oh, they've got Alex Perez's car at the IMS Museum in Indianapolis. Beautiful looking car, actually. Hopefully you guys have your coffee. It's about to be 5 o'clock, 5 p.m. Here in the East Coast of North America. So, yeah, we've got an hour 13 to go. They're just giving us a glimpse of the Indianapolis Motor Speedway Museum, which I have done a vlog. I am going to upload it to this channel very soon, during this week or the next. Just fascinating. What a beautiful place. How many of you have actually visited? Oh, we've got a couple more votes. Someone else. Okay, who? Please, do you mind putting it in the chat? I'm getting very curious. Who is that someone else who should be replacing Nolan Siegel at McLaren in 2027? We've got a lot of cars on track. A flurry. Oh my god, at least 20 cars. Look at that. Daly, Dixon, McLaughlin, Kirkwood, Rosenquist, Power, and Siegel, Hunter Ray, Harvey, Pato Ward, Simpson, Grosjean, Hauger, Castro Neves, Ed Carpenter, Catherine Legg, Jacob Abel. A lot of cars are out on track. A lot of race running, traffic running right now. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. So much going on. Oh, slipstreaming each other. Pato Ward trying to get past Scott Dixon on track. So currently, from what I'm seeing, Alex Perez's car is hooked in traffic running. The Andretti's look very good as well. Kirkwood, Ericsson look very good. Will Power, haven't seen much of it. Right now we have Castro Neves who's out. And beside Castro Neves, I think that's Connor Daly, is he? Or is that VK? They look so similar, some of these cars. Daly, VK look very similar. Armstrong and Grosjean's car from the front on angle look very similar as well. Okay, 4 votes right now. Someone else. Who am I missing? Who is that someone else, guys? For the 3 people, so we've had 1 vote for Ericsson and 3 votes for someone else. Who is this someone else? Do you mind popping it in the live chat, please? That would be amazing, and then we can get a discussion going on that as well. We are on board with Will Power right now. In a race run, he's following. He's getting closer. Out of turn 2, heading to turn 3. Oh, yeah, looks good. He's just behind Ryan Hunter-Reay, and he's closing up into turn 3, turn 4 now. Yeah, there's a lot of vibration, to be fair. Maybe it's just a little bit older tires. There you go, backs off now. Nolan Siegel running in 13th currently, just ahead of Will Power. A lot of sponsors. Nice. Where's Will Power? Number 10, P10 right now. Pretty good. Pretty good, I would say, for now. Ah, nice. Okay, so who should be in the number 6 McLaren? We've had 1 vote for Ericsson, 3 for someone else, but the 3 who've said someone else have not put it in the chat who they think should be in the number 6 McLaren next year. It's a very coveted seat given their performances recently and over the last couple of years. Yeah, I don't really know. Could we see like an Armstrong go there? I don't know. Because Lundgaard and Pato are staying. Lundgaard's got a race win this year. Pato's obviously the face of McLaren IndyCar. Dennis Hauger, perhaps? Hauger could be poached by McLaren, but Hauger is an Andretti Jr., so if Andretti were to get rid of Ericsson, chances are they would slot Dennis Hauger into Ericsson's seat. That is how I see that play out. I don't see Hauger going to McLaren, so to say. But it could work. If Ericsson stays at Andretti, then maybe they consider Hauger to go to McLaren if Nolan Siegel doesn't perform. Because if we look at the standings right now, championship, we've got Dennis Hauger in P15, Siegel in P20. So, yeah, don't want to be seeing that from a rookie, isn't it? So you never know. You just never know. Yeah. That's not ideal for Nolan Siegel. But anyway, yeah, please do feel free to keep answering the poll. And, oh, we're seeing a lot of on-track action now. Here we go. How many cars? Wow. Gonna turn up the commentary a little bit. Maybe you guys could hear a little bit of it. Great running, beautiful weather in Indianapolis. Usually there's a lot of rain or something happening. It's fascinating. Oh, we've had another vote. Renus VK, nice. Okay, now we're talking. Now we're getting the votes in. Beautiful. Let's keep that going. Let's keep the answers, the poll results coming. Get more votes in, and then we'll have a nice discussion on it. Someone's pulling in. Jack Harvey. Oh, there's going to be race style pit stops in 7 minutes. That's interesting. There's so much that could happen in the pits. Ryan Hunter-Reay last year was running beautifully until he basically, until he basicly stalled, of all things. Takuma Sato had a bit of an issue in pits last year. Someone, I think, Robert Schwartzman just drove into his pit crew. Oh, we're on board Alex Palou in his traffic run. Look how stable his hands are. Oh my God. So stable. He's just behind Scott McLaughlin, the two yellow machines. Very yellow, actually, both of them. McLaughlin's on 14-lap tires. Kirkwood on 20-lap tires. So this is it, right? Like, this race running is so indicative of what's going to happen on Sunday, the 24th, or on race day. Pennzoil. The more I get involved in IndyCar and the more I see it, I would love to see Scotty Mack winning the Indy 500. Can you imagine? Oh my word. Oh, who's pulling out? That's Castroneves again. There we go. Oh, this was Joseph Newgarden in... Oh no, that's the practice. Okay. They're going into commercial now. Alright, who do we have? Fabian, what's up, mate? How are you? Cheers for engaging in the live chat. I think maybe poaching Santino. Oh, Ferrucci. He's got a good record in Indy and he's pretty competitive on road. I'll admit he's very unlikable and he's proven he can't get the job. But he's proven he can get the job done. That's a very interesting one, mate. Very interesting one. Because, yes, he's got a good record with during Indy. But I think I'm going to do a like-for-like comparison. When, obviously, he had David Malukas last year, right? And Malukas was fairly competitive. They both were very competitive. But I felt like Malukas had the edge on him. And obviously, he was highly talented, and well, hence scouted for Penske, right? Unlikable, yes. That seems to be the consensus in the paddock and everywhere else. But you say he's proven he can get the job done. where are those podiums though? Like, you know, like Venus VK with smaller teams has found that odd podium here and there. He's been there. Santino Ferrucci has that raw speed, but does he really have a lot to show for it in comparison to guys like Malukas and VK? You know, I think that's the question. Yes, is he better than Siegel right now? Yeah, absolutely, 100%. I'm not arguing with that. But can he really get the job done? I think that's the thing. Like Christian Lundgaard, some of his racecraft at the Indy GP was phenomenal. Can Santino do those kind of moves and really, really prove that he can get the job done in that way? Maybe a podium with AJ Foyt this year if he can somehow find a way. Sure. But if we look at the championship, right, and that's what I was going to say. So Ferrucci right now is 18th, okay, and his teammate Kaio Collet is 21. So, like, it's okay, I guess, but it's not like you want it to be a bit. If you're the senior teammate, you wanna be like putting the foot down. Do you know what I mean? So that's why I'm not too sure. But interesting pick. You never know. You never know. Hey, if things line up really well for Santino, maybe he can be the guy. So never say never. We never know. But interesting take though. And a few of you have also said someone else. Who else? Ferrucci. So right now we have Siegel, Ericsson, VK, Ferrucci as the 4. Do we have a couple more? Feel free to put it in the live chat. Okay, Connor Daly. Daly? Oh my god, I just got very excited. Connor Daly. Connor Daly. Connor Daly. Whoa, that was close. So Willpower gets outside. Whoa, that was close. Oh my god. So basically going to turn 1, Connor Daly and Willpower nearly touched, and I'm sure they would have had an earful from both of their spotters saying, on the inside, 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 and then Connor Daly's spotter saying, outside, outside, outside. Whoa, that was close. That was way too close for comfort. Okay. Alex Rossi overtaking Pato Award. Willpower's looking fast. He's closing up to Pato Award now. So much driving. So much driving. They're not full race distances, but again, must be very, very tiring. But it's so nice to see so much track action. Okay, Pato. Ooh. He could have gone there. Could have gone there. Very interesting. We've got pretty much an hour to go. And I'm going to be with you guys for the hour. We're going to see a lot of pit stop practice happening shortly. So everyone's going to come in race style pit stops as well. Come in, change tires, go out. Come in, change tires, go out. It's going to be very, very fascinating to see how all of that goes for these guys. Yeah, nice. So I'm trying to see, how does this work? So if I want to just have a box, answer viewer questions live, start Q&A. So I'd ask a question, you answer. Okay, fine. But we'll keep this poll live for a few more minutes. Where does Mick Schumacher go next year? Does he pull out of INDYCAR altogether? Does he do another season with RLL? Or does he move elsewhere? We see this crazy resurgence from Schumacher by the end of the year, and maybe he takes that McLaren seat. Don't know. I'm sure there'll be a decent amount of funding that comes with him. Okay. Who's that? Schumacher, and behind him is that Ferrucci? Not too sure just yet. Nolan Siegel. What's happening at the number 6? Let's hear. Looking pretty solid. Seems pretty happy. Okay. Do not use regen. Okay. Interesting. Okay. There's so much you could do and change and twist and, you know, so many things you could do with it. So, okay. That's pretty cool. Right, I'm going to end this poll now. We've had, yeah, a decent amount of options for that one. Okay. Interesting. Okay, so they have so much that they could do right now. And that's fascinating. Okay. Okay. A lot of traffic running still. But it's nice. It's good to see these guys just go through their gears. This is my first time covering every single day of practice and just really understanding the build up to qualifying. So what I'm noticing the pattern is your first couple of days is pretty much get the car dialed in. Today is pretty much more like, get it more dialed in. You're seeing a little bit more faster speeds. And then you see speeds like 228. That's with tow, right? So you're seeing that. You're seeing a lot more. Some more quali runs at higher speeds. You're seeing guys just doing their own thing. And yeah, I think it's pretty fascinating to see how they build up to qualifying. And then I think tomorrow, which is Thursday, and Friday, you're going to see more qualifying dial-ups, right? So first couple of days, get it synced, practice race stuff. Thursday, get ready, start getting ready for quali, see more quali sims. Friday is pretty much about qualifying because it's the fast Friday. Saturday, we have more practice, and then qualifying on Saturday and Sunday. Monday is just purely race, right? So race pace stuff, race practice, and then Friday is going to be carb day, which is again just more race pace running, given where they know where they're going to start. So a very interesting build up. Okay, Fabian, I feel like if Ferrucci had the team help that McLaren can offer and teammates like Lundgaard and Pardo, he could make the leap and compete for more podiums. I agree with that, mate. I am definitely on board with that. I think he's super, super talented. There's no questioning. He's he's so fast, isn't he? But he's more of, I think he's more of a, like when I think of Ferrucci in a McLaren suit, it looks a bit weird when I think of it. I think he'd be, because obviously Penske rate him from what I understand, and you can correct me if I'm wrong. I understand that Penske rates him. So if there's anything that's happening, it's probably in that Penske. Oh, someone nearly went off. Whoa, that was a crazy twitch. Who was that? That's Takuma Sato. He had a wiggle. Oh, my word. I wish I could show that to you. But, yeah, my point is... Oh, wow, that's a big crash. Oh, it's Takuma Sato who had a crash last year. Yeah, no crashes. We'll talk about that, but yeah, no crashes. Yeah, so Ferrucci heavily linked with obviously AJ Ford's technical alliance with Penske. They pretty much do everything with Penske, and if he was given a chance, probably he'd go for either McLaren or Penske. But I see him more of a Penske guy. The reason I mentioned Penske is this. Why is Scott McLaughlin not performing as well as he should be, right, in a Penske? So for me, that's a huge concern right now, which is if let's say he doesn't have, last few couple of years with Penske have not been great, just in general, the Penske enterprise, the team. This year they've got one win with Joseph, but the question then becomes, okay, what do you do with if you have if you have no wins in 2 seasons with Penske? What's going on, right? What's going on there? So how long does Team Penske keep McLaughlin in? I hope he does. I got into INDYCAR in 2021, 22, that era. And for me, Penske has been synonymous with McLaughlin, That to me has been the way. So could you see Ferrucci in a Penske at some point? You never know. But very interesting to see, to say the least. Yeah, Scott McLaughlin, as I said earlier, multiple times during yesterday's stream, today's stream, he really needs to get it together. Really have clean weekends. Doesn't have to win right now. It's okay. If you don't win, you finish on the podium, great. But just have clean weekends, And we are... Oh, Ericsson getting behind Christian Rasmussen. And that's a pretty easy overtake into turn 3. Nice. Into 4. Nice. But what I was saying was we are starting to see guys push a bit more. Takuma Sato nearly had an off. It's very similar to last year. And it was, it looked very close. Very close. But the Andretti's are looking decent. Ericsson slowly building up his confidence. And he said yesterday in an interview with Georgia Hennenbury, he said, it's all about balance. It's all about quality. We don't care about quantity just yet. We want to make sure that we are very methodical and we have quality runs. And that's what they're focusing on right now. Okay, let's check Twitter. Let's see if we've got some footage. Yeah, there you go. The intensity's picked up. There we are. Pato Ward is P1 in the no-toe time. Rossi second. In. Ericsson's third in the no-toe speed. Kaio Colette. Okay. So Pato Ward, Rossi, Ericsson, Kaio Colette are the fastest no-toe speeds right now. Everybody's looking alright. Everybody's looking good. Oh, look at that. Wow. 2026 and 1996. Will Power and Mario Andretti. Who would have thought in 2026 when Mario Andretti was driving in 1966 that he would have his own team in INDYCAR? Oh, look at that. If he goes into the wall, he's dead. Insane. Wow, look at that. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. Nice. Great stuff. Ooh. That is very cool. Look at that. That is Scott Dixon's steering wheel, the MPI steering wheel. And look at that. Let's look at it a little bit close up. Oh, hello. There. You see that trim, regen, so those like regeneration of energy, mix. So this is your fuel modes. So from playing the Formula 1 game, there's lean, there's standard, like your basic, and then you have rich mode. So rich mode is your essentially your car is consuming the most amount of the most amount of fuel. Lean is where you're conserving fuel. Then you have like track mapping, neutral, weight jack, WJ. This is weight jack plus, so you basically increase the amount of increase and decrease. Now weight jacks, essentially it's tipping the weight in one direction of the car, one or the other. Fuel, and then one of them is probably radio. Then you have so much MFD, multi-function display. This is all carbon as well. Marcus Ericsson used to drive the same using the same steering as well when he was in Ganassi. And funny enough, we're just on board with Marcus Ericsson right now. And yeah, then you see these over here. These are anti-roll bars from what I believe. And it's, yeah, weight jackers are through the steering wheel, and then anti-roll bars are through these two levers on either side. So you can see them come off a straight, basically, change it. And anti-roll bars, again, a bit more technical. I'm not too sure, but look at, so these are all hand molded to each of the drivers, which I think is fascinating. So when the way you grip it, you see different steering wheels. So there's Cosworth engine steering wheels. There's MPI who does it. Andretti have Cosworth as well. Penske's have their own. It looks different. McLaren's have their own. And it's not that each team have the same steering wheel. Within each team, you'll see different steering wheel designs. So Pato Ward, the one Pato Ward used this year and last year, the one he uses is very different to what Nolan Siegel was using last year. So you have like all these different preferences, but yeah, that's a very, very cool picture though. And to think that's your view when you drive at 230 miles. That's the world's fastest office right there, as they say. Like that. Okay, Catherine Legg. Jacob Abel. Ooh, that's a nice helmet. That's a beautiful looking helmet, actually. Very nice. Very simple. Okay, we are seeing a lot of action on track right now. Oh, those murals are nice. Very nice. Oh, yes. It's beautiful. Beautiful. Okay. Let's go back. We've got 46 minutes to go. How are you guys holding up? Are you getting bored? Probably. But, oh, hello. Is that Ryan Hunter-Reay? Yeah. What's happening with him? Looking very, very decent. So they just ripped off the front nose cone of Ryan Hunter-Reay's car and working on some suspension stuff, I believe. Connor Daly, they're just reporting, is very happy with his car. Things are going well. He's looking pretty happy. And yeah, look, 228 is a monster speed. 228.08. Whoa. So fast. Yeah, it's Ryan Hunter-Reay's car that's been worked on. Okay. Whew. Let's keep having at it. Okay, he's having radio issues. Alright. There he is. Darts. So Andretti's admin is doing some really cool stuff. I think they're really, really enjoying. I really enjoy their content. Okay, anything else we're seeing? Oh, 14 years ago today, Pastor Maldonado. That is Williams' most recent victory, isn't it? Oh, Saint Pastor. Alright, here we go. Okay, top 4 no-toe drivers. The Andretti's. Oh, what was that? Okay, there we go. That time of day. There you go. That's what's going on live on track right now. If you don't have access to the telecast, we are seeing a lot of cars whiz past. That's what's happening. Very interesting to see all of that. This was last year. Look at that twitchiness. So each of that twitchiness is so scary when it actually happens. There is Catherine Legg's car, the chrome. Beautiful chrome. Again, a lot of cars on track right now. We are seeing a lot of cool things going on. There he is, Michael and Mick. What else do we have? What else do we have? Oh, wow. Motegi Speedway. Oh, steering wheel comparison. That's pretty cool. No, that was not Martini. Come on. Yep, that's accurate. Oh, these are AI generated. Yeah, people are pushing it a bit too much. Anyway, let's go back. Oh, we've got Elliot Castroneves on the radio. He's going to go out again. Do some setup stuff. Kai Collette, Venus VK. Nice. Louis Foster. Connor Daly is in pits. Sorry, that's not Connor, is it? Nice. Who was that then? Oh, it's Kyle Kirkwood. Ah. Yeah, spotting becomes so difficult sometimes. Aha. Sam's Club. Kyle Kirkwood. Nice. We're doing some pit. Yeah, we go. Some pit crew stuff. Is that is Connor Daly? There we go. Some race pit stop practices. Awesome. Awesome stuff. Fly, baby, fly. Beautiful, beautiful. Carl Kirkwood coming up to Santino Ferrucci, just overtakes him. Just breeze past him. Slow and steady, slow and steady. There we go. Keep it going, keep it going. Good traffic running. Kirkwood currently P8. His teammate, Willpower 11. Marcus Ericsson P13. The Andretti no-toes. Who was it? Pato Ward leading the no-toe speeds, which is indicative of qualifying, hopefully. Pato Ward looks fast. Then you have Alex Rossi P2 in terms of no-toe, and Ericsson number 3. Kyle Collette, I think, was 4 or 5. But again, how many guys are sandbagging? The Penske's, they could do some monstrous stuff. Malukas, Joseph Newgarden, Scott McLaughlin, Alex Palou, Dixon even. All these guys are... You just don't know what speeds they're hiding right now. For all you know, Andretti might be just doing what they do, and then the rest of the teams are just sandbagging. So we don't have enough idea just yet. I hope that's not the case. That, you know, I hope they show raw pace up front so that we can have just more discussions. Because right now, even commentators, right? You, Will Buxton, James Hinchcliffe, we are just trying to dissect and analyze what is happening. Now, I actually want to talk about is there have been no big incidents. The closest I've seen to an incident is a bit of twitching. That's it. Like, you get close to the wall and that's it. So nothing major at all, which is very, very good. You know, it's nice to know that all the drivers are safe and everyone's getting what they need to do. But last year there were a couple of crashes during practice and stuff. But again... Oh, excuse me. But again, it is still very early on, right? It's just practice 2. We have practice 3. We have practice 4. We have practice 5, 6, 7. 7 practice sessions. There you go. Connor Daly again in and out. To do pit stops. Okay. And Connor Daly has got a very nice partnership with, let me show you, Danny Ricciardo's Enchante. Yeah. Where is it? Connor Daly Oh, of course my Instagram is... That's not the one. Where is the drop? Worlds collide. Sure. Ah, interesting. Not there. I thought it was going to be there. Have you checked out Connor Daly's... Yeah, have you had a chance to check out Connor Daly and Danny Ricciardo's Enchante? I think it's a pretty cool drop. Okay, Connor Daly back into the pits. Speaking of the devil. Another pit stop practice. Here we go. Boom. Boom. Tear off. And go, 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 go. Oh, no. Done. Okay. Awesome job. There we have Cassidy Taurus. One of the owners of TWG, Andretti. She's been working in INDYCAR for a long time. A very long time. Pretty cool stuff. Pretty cool stuff. All right. What else do we got? No cars, yellow flags on track. Track inspection time, probably. You know what? I'm going to try and find you that Danny Ricciardo's and Connor Daly's Enchante stuff. Why not? I think it's pretty cool to see how they've come up with what they've come up with. So, where is it? Let me try finding it. No, not there. Give me a second, folks. Ah! There we are. Maybe not. Why is this not working? Meet the man behind. The collection drops this Friday. Ah. Okay. Collection drops on Friday. That's why. I think that'd be a pretty cool collection, but Enchante is pretty expensive, I'm not going to lie, so we shall see how that goes. But yeah, let's keep going, guys. How are you guys holding on? Everything alright from your end? Okay. Where are you guys tuning in from? I know it's past 5 p.m. now, so workday is hopefully over for a lot of you. For folks like me, content creators, we work pretty much 24/7. I will be looking to release a couple more reels tonight, covering basically just want to do like a beginner's guide to the Indy 500. You know, I think that's going to be a lot of people, a lot of newer IndyCar fans or folks who want to give IndyCar a go should be acquainted with why Indy 500 is such a big event. So yeah, definitely going to add that, create a reel for that. That's coming up hopefully tonight itself. And yeah, what else would you like to see in terms of social media content? If you haven't checked my social media out, that would be an amazing time. So I'm Sachin, the F1 guy on Instagram, but on TikTok, YouTube, everywhere else, I'm Sach, the F1 guy. So do have a look, check it out. Any recommendations, chuck it in the comments. Would really appreciate that. And yeah, a lot going on, which is pretty fun, pretty cool to see. And yeah, would love to see and get your thoughts as well. Yeah, pretty cool stuff. A lot going on over there. And we've got Caio Colette from Sao Paulo, Brazil. Currently having a chat with Georgia Henry. So he's going to go back into the car, driving for AJ Foyt this year. He is also pretty highly tipped, to be fair, Caio Colette. So that's going to be a very fascinating story to keep an eye out with. And yeah, 34 minutes to go. Yellow flag's running. We're having a look at Marcus Armstrong sitting in his car. Oh, he just woke up. Oh my god, he got so shocked. So Marcus Armstrong was sitting in a car, and James Hinchcliffe from commentary basically started speaking to Marcus Armstrong, and he just woke up. He forgot to. Okay. Quick story. Marcus Armstrong sitting in his car, waiting for the yellow flags to basically go away, and James Hinchcliffe connects with his radio, and he basically spooked him, and he was about to like close his eyes and go for a nap. And James Hinchcliffe just said, "Hey, how's it going, Marcus?" And he was just like, "Wait, what?" And basically Marcus was responding to James, but he hadn't pressed the radio on, so he couldn't hear him. Because Marcus Armstrong and James Hinchcliffe are pretty good mates. I think Hinch is one of his mentors. So pretty funny. That was pretty hilarious, to be fair. Very funny. Commercial break again. Oh, that's one thing about that's one thing about North America and like TV is the commercials. Ah, shank-a-dang. They're showing like someone playing in the Indianapolis Motor Speedway golf course, and someone just shanked the living hell out of the golf ball. Anyway, wow, that was pretty eventful. Back on break. So, about 30 minutes or so to go. Pretty standard stuff. Let's just see Twitter, see what's going on right now. Anything new coming up on Twitter? On X. That's the guy. Carson Hokovar? Not sure, anyway. There we are. Alex Pillow, Ed Carpenter, easy pass. Yeah, look at those. Yeah, this was yesterday. So he comes out, Alex Pillow, there he is. Yesterday, comes out after a huge fix-up because there was a bit of an issue. And then, he was pretty much plumb last in the speed charts and stuff. And then he just blitzed it through. Look at that. Just watch this, all right? He goes basically into race mode, and he just absolutely blitzes everyone. That's Barry Wanzer, his strategist. Just watch it. Look. He's coming up. And there he is. He's almost caught up to the rest of the field. There he is. That's Ed Carpenter. Goes past him. Marcus Ericsson ahead of him. Kind of seen this replay, haven't we, from last year? And look how quickly he's closing up. Look how quickly he closes up. That's nuts. Up. And pretty much within the next couple of corners, he gets through Marcus Ericsson and the rest of the traffic. So look how quickly he caught up. Just coming out of the pits after an issue that was niggling him. Anyway, probably get copyrighted for that if I keep that on for too long. There he is, Takuma. Why am I getting this? Anyway. Okay, so we keep continuing. There he is, little Dave. Running to his car. Alright. Under 30 minutes to go. Thank you to each and every one of you for joining in. We are in the last 30 minutes of this session. We only have one car out on track, and I think that's Louis Foster. Yep. Louis, I think he's doing a quali run just to see what his no-toe speed is going to be like. And yeah, appreciate each and every one of you for joining in. Do let me know what you'd like to see more of. And yeah, as always, make sure to like the video. Make sure to subscribe for more live streaming, videos, YouTube shorts, everything that comes your way during the month of May in INDYCAR, but also Formula One. I cover both series. Yeah, it just goes a long way if you subscribe so that the channel can grow, the algorithm can push it to the right people. And yeah, just appreciate each and every one of you for doing that. So thank you very much. Just a quick recap of the day. A lot more race running. We are seeing a lot more speeds that are coming up. We are seeing, yeah, we saw the monster lap from Connor Daly at 228.08 miles per hour. And that was essentially, yeah, using a lot of toe. But nonetheless, that was the fastest. We know that Catherine Legg is going to be attempting, she's currently out on track. She'll be attempting the Indy 500 and the Coca-Cola 600. So on the same day. So she'll finish the Indy 500, race over to Charlotte after the Indy 500 and get into a NASCAR and drive 600 miles of NASCAR. So a lot of racing for her. So it's just not, yeah, I think they've pretty much given up on, I don't know, you never know, could she win it? Maybe. But a lot of times when you do the doubles, it's not about winning one of them. It's about completing both of them. So let's see. I hope she could do it. And she's going to be the first woman to do that. Well, attempt both of those on the same day. Very cool. Beautiful looking car. Got the Elf sponsorship. In that nice sun, it's really, really glossy, which is nice from the chrome. Beautiful, beautiful livery. Okay, now let's see what they could do. Clean run, nothing too wild for Catherine Legg. Yeah, a lot of no-toe stuff. Nice. But the double is insane. 2 huge races. I respect that. Two races, 2 different cars for Catherine Legg. The Indy 500 and the NASCAR Coca-Cola 600. That's going to be insane. That's going to be, yeah, Jesus Christ. Oof. So, our top 10 for now. Connor Daly, David Malukas, Alex Palou, Scott Dixon, Scott McLaughlin, Joseph Newgarden, Santino Ferrucci, Kyle Kirkwood, Marcus Armstrong, and Felix Rosenquist. Very cool to see Santino Ferrucci up there. You know, AJ Foyt's the only small team I would say that's up there. Maya Shank, obviously, with a technical alliance with Ganassi. AJ Foyt has a technical alliance with Penske. So all 3 Penske's in the top 10. The Andretti's 8, 11, and 13. And the Maya Shanks are 9 and 10. So those are pretty much the top contenders right now. Actually, sorry, Kyle Collette, another AJ Foyt, P12. So AJ Foyt's right up there as well. So the Penske and their alliances and Ganassi. And there, Ganassi got Palou, Dixon. Where's Kiffin Simpson? P21. Huh. Yeah, I don't know why. Then Pato Ward and stuff. Where are they? Pato is P22 for now. Again, he said it's a lot more race running still. There we go. Under 25 minutes to go, and look at that. All the cars come out now. Just a swarm of cars pop out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Jacob Abel in that beautiful, simple white car. It's funny because the graphic that they have over here for Jacob Abel, where is he? There. It says Abel Motorsports, but they don't have it. Oh no, construction company, I think. Yeah, they don't have that on the car on track right now, actually, funny enough. All right. There you go, last 23 minutes. Whoa. Ryan Hunter-Reay with McLaren. Oi, oi, oi. That's the thing. We're probably going to get a lot more. Oh, we're hearing from Mick Schumacher now. Let's hear. Race runs? Mm-hmm. Tomorrow's quali sims. There you go. Mm-hmm. It's very similar to Le Mans, apparently. Interesting. Ooh, a bit of twitch. For Louis Foster. Look at that. Grosjean's gone up. Ah. Jack Harvey moving up as well. Dixon drops. Grosjean P4. In the Dale Coin. Let's go. Yeah, Mick, that's very nice to hear his perspective. Grosjean, where have you come from, mate? Grosjean's come from back and boom, puts a P4 at a 226.5. She's slowly getting faster and faster, isn't he? See, this is where times are dropping now. And speeds are increasing. So this is it. This is going to be pretty fun. A lot more action on track. They're keeping at it. Right, how are you guys holding up? What's going on? Live chat has sort of died down for a bit. Okay, we should get a question going. Oh, we got Marcus Ericsson. Will power all the guys. Having a chat with Cassidy Towers and Dan Towers. Interesting. And Kyle Kirkwood is out as well. All the three drivers of Andretti are just having a nice chat. Obviously, Ericsson and Will Power are both Indy 500 winners. Wow. Oh. Are Andretti done for the day? We don't know. Kirkwood, though. Oh, Graham Rahal goes P4. 226.8. Okay. Marcus Ericsson having a chat with Dan Torres. Discussing. Not sure what. Now we're on board with Scott Dixon. Okay, who's gone up now? Anyone else? Scott Dixon, McLaughlin, Newgarden, Ferrucci, Kirkwood, Malukas, Pillow, Conadeti. Grosjean's dropped. Hauger's gone up to P15. All right. Very interesting. Very interesting to see. Graham Rahal and Romain Grosjean? Like, what even? What's going on here? All right. Last 18 minutes. 18 minito. All right. So we have Grosjean and Armstrong. There was a bit of tussle between them on Saturday, and yeah, pretty fun. That was to watch. Not sure I would have wanted to be in the middle of it. P5 currently. Graham Rail's gone P4 with a 226.8. Again, times it's all toe speeds, right? Because they're in traffic right now, but they're blitzing it through. So that's fascinating to watch. Nice. Okay, let's see. Let's see what's going on here. Got Graham Rahal right now. Oh, hello. They had to remove his front nose and front wing. And a complete change. Probably like wing angles and stuff would have been a bit different, right? So, INDYCAR, Indy 500 practice. Interesting. Fewest laps today in practice 2. Stingray Rob 27, Ed Carpenter 49, Graham Rahal 51, Lundgaard 55. Interesting, interesting. Okay. Alright, I've got a question for you lot. Let's have a poll going. If you've been following... I think you'll like this poll, guys. Ganassi. Out of these 4... Okay. Which team has shown the most speed so far? Penske, Ganassi, McLaren, or Andretti? What do we think, folks? What do we think? We've got a first one. We've got Andretti. Okay. What else? Have you got? If you guys are following, what do you think? Who's been showing a lot of speed so far? The most speed. Okay, we have... Is that Nolan Siegel? Or is that... Ryan Hunter-Reay. Aha. Very nice. Very nice. Yeah, for whoever's answered Andretti, yes, they look very fast, especially their no-toe speeds. Yesterday, Kirkwood, Power, and Ericsson, all 3 were in the top 5 of no-toe speeds. Today, Ericsson was leading the Andrettis in that top no-toe speeds. But then Pato Ward in the McLaren was very fast. He has been the fastest today in terms of no-toe speeds. And then Alexander Rossi is as well to the Ed Carpenter team as well. So, yeah, very interesting to see. Just under 15 minutes to go now. 14:37. How about it? Getting involved with the poll. Who do you think has shown the most speed so far in the first couple of days of practice? Again, very incident-free, which I think is great, but very surprising. We haven't seen a lot of incidents. Last year we had a few, actually. McLaughlin going off. But again, it's so early on, as I said, right? It's only practice 2 out of a decent amount of practice sessions. Tomorrow's going to be a big day. Tomorrow we're going to see a lot more speed, and then Friday's going to be hell for leather. You're going to have fast Friday, right? It's boost on, go for it, fly, fly, fly. So less running possibly, but more speed. Going to be very interesting. Jacob Abel is being pursued by... Is it Stingray Rob? That is Stingray Rob. Whoa. Yeah. A lot of race running today, but very, very clean so far. So Abel is being pursued by Stingray Rob, but Stingray Rob is getting close, but he's not able to launch an attack. Okay, now there we go. He's very close, very close, very close. He should be able to do it now. There we go. Oh, he's able to do it because Jacob Abel just peeled into the pits. Never mind. Yeah, Stingray Rob is one who I think is not feeling great with the car. It doesn't look that well. I say that he's chasing down Graham Rahal right now. Let's see if he can close it up a little bit. Currently, Stingray Rob sits somewhere at the bottom. Stingray Rob. No. 20th. There you go. 20th. Not bad. Who are a few who've been who are out of place right now? Takuma Sato definitely a bit out of position. He should not. I don't know why he's that low. Rasmussen, one could argue, should be a little bit more higher up. Pardo for sure. Don't know why. Kiffin Simpson 223.8, right? Now again, there's probably a little bit more race running from his end, but if you go all the way up and look at his teammates, Pelosi 2, Dixon is 6. So what's going on with Kiffin? Will Kiffin Simpson keep his seat next year? I don't know. But yeah, for those of you who are just joining in, welcome. We're just into the final 11 and a bit minutes of practice here at day 2 at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway for the Indy 500 next week. So pretty long week ahead for us, and I'm loving every second of it. We've had a pretty, again, 2 days, pretty chill days, but don't want to say it too early. I guess I already have said it, but it's been very incident free. We're seeing a lot of race running. The race cars are being dialed in. Tomorrow onwards, my assumption is we'll see a lot more quali sims, right? A lot more trimming going on, just to see how light and nimble the car can be. And they're going to try and figure out a way to actually blitz through the entire quali setups and stuff tomorrow. So that Fast Friday, we'll have a lot more qualifying runs so that we get right into qualifying on Saturday. So big day. A lot going on, super exciting, and yeah, just pretty much 10 minutes to go for today. And I've got a poll right now: which team has shown the most speed in the last couple of days? We've got 1 vote, and I see a few of you online, so make sure to get involved with the polls. Just helps the algo, as they say. But yeah, who do you think's showing a lot of speed right now? Pretty early to say, isn't it? But curious to hear what you guys think. And as always, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Just really helps out, pushes it out to the right people, and helps me grow and do my job as well as I can. So appreciate you for tuning in. And where are you guys tuning in from? It's something that really baffles me. Okay, Alexander Rossi's car is back in the garage, back in the alley, and it's just been... Oh, they've put the shutters on. Damn. What's happened? Engine problem? They basically had to strip the entire engine. Ed Carpenter has had some problems today as well. So this is very normal stuff, right? Like this is bound to happen every now and then. Jack Harvey is out. The Fox INDYCAR on Fox analyst. He's running his Invest dry Ronbold racing car. So we've got some flashback. Oh yeah, it's Jack Harvey. I think the biggest incident was last week when Jack Harvey's car basically, his engine basically caught on fire. His engine just went pop. So that was the only big one. But yeah, they'll probably get another one going in and shouldn't be that much of an issue. So he's currently P14, doing a great job, given this is his only race of the year, which is obviously a bit of a shame. But yeah, I think it's pretty phenomenal to see, because usually INDYCAR is a 25 car grid. This year we have 25, yep, and then we have another 8. So Jack Harvey, Catherine Legg, Takuma Sato, Elio Castroneves, Connor Daly, Jacob Abel are the ones that come to mind straight away. And yeah, very interesting to see how they finish off. We've got 7 minutes to go now. Almost there. Stingray Rob still out there. He's put in a decent amount of laps today, but still on the lower end compared to the rest of the field. I think he was on like 50 something, and the rest of the field have done a lot more. Most laps run in practice too. There you go. Pelot 118, Ferrucci 103, Christian Rasmussen 96, Rosenquist 91, Kiffin Simpson 90. So yeah, half race distances pretty much for those 5, which is very nice to see. Again, you're just building up the endurance, right, of going left for that long, and the strength that's required to keep the car turning left, and your arms, your core, your neck. There's a lot that goes on to it. So yeah, I wonder how folks feel, like, you know, especially when it comes to, like, should they implement power steering in INDYCAR? Because INDYCAR doesn't have power steering, right? Formula E is getting power steering from the next generation, the Gen 4, because the speeds are going to go up significantly for Formula E. Formula 1 obviously has power steering, so, but INDYCAR doesn't, and which is why it's so heavy and difficult to drive, right? I think INDYCAR should not have power steering. I think that aspect of for INDYCAR is so underrated, that it's man and machine, and you got to be able to control. You got to be, you know, physically strong enough to drive these things, and that's how it should be. And that's why I love the concept of INDYCAR, and it's scary as well, isn't it? Okay, Stingray Rob comes in and goes out again. All right, here we go. Oh, that's a good point. Townsend Bell raises. Are these liveries set for the 500, or are we going to see some last minute changes with some big sponsors coming in? So Miller Lite came in last year. So yeah. Well, let's see. Okay, Jack Harvey. Is he in the car? No, I think he's out. Catherine Legg. Is she in the car? Can't see. Jacob Abel is also done for the day. We've got just under 5 minutes to go. Yeah, a few of you are still online, still with me. Appreciate you. So, yeah, let's see how it goes. Jacob Abel's coming out of the car. That's pretty much his day done. Where is he? Jacob Abel's P28 with a faster speed of 223.5. Fair play. Yeah, let's see. Abel's done. Nice. Oh, Jacob Abel's strategist is a former INDYCAR driver. Kimball. Damn, that's pretty cool. That's a good poach. That's a beautiful helmet Jacob Abel's got. Wow. Okay. Under 4 minutes to go. Nothing crazy happening on track. Most guys are pretty much done for the day. So, yeah, nothing too wild happening on that end. I think it's pretty simple. We got Stingray Rob again getting a lot of on-track camera because he's the only one out on track right now. Oh, I think he's going to go for a nice no-toe. Maybe a quali sim? I don't know if he would. Let's see. All right, let's see. Under 3 minutes to go now. Yeah, we're just going to see some no-toe speeds for Stingray Rob. Oh, he's not pushing, is he? What is he doing? Ah, he's swerving in and out. Is he coming back in? Oh, yeah, he is. What was that? Just like an outlap? Fascinating. Anyway, that is pretty much it, I think. We've got 2 minutes to go. I doubt anyone's going to come out. There is no standing start practices because there is no standing start in INDYCAR. It's all rolling starts. So, yeah. I think that's it. This is going to be our... Yeah, is anyone out? Let's see. Nope, everyone is in the pits. So that should be it. We're going to hear from Ryan Hunter-Reay right now. Number 31. Had electrical issues yesterday. Interesting. Qual sims tomorrow. There we go. He's confirmed it. He's feeling good. Electrical problems curtailing Ryan Hunter-Reay. So currently 25th, 224.0, which is not bad. But again, it's just practice right now. He's had one win at the Indy 500 back in 2014. 12 years later. Yeah. And an INDYCAR champion he is. Yeah. That is pretty much it. 20 seconds to go, and that's it. Yes, so Connor Daly, Alex Palou, Malukas, Rahal, Grosjean, Dixon, McLaughlin, Newgarden, Ferrucci, and Kirkwood are your top 10. And then the remainder, we have Marcus Armstrong, Rosenquist, Power, Jack Harvey, Renus VK, Foster, Hauger, Colette, Ericsson, and Stingray Rob round up the top 20. And then when we go further down, we've got Rossi, Siegel, Castro Neves, Lundgaard, Ryan Hunter-Reay, Simpson, O'Ward, Abel, Rasmussen, Sato, Schumacher, Carpenter, and Catherine Legg. Catherine Legg finally hitting the 220 mark. Yesterday, she did not hit the 220 mark. And with that, that's pretty much it, guys. Geez, got that poll running still, haven't I? Still only one vote. Come on, fellas. Anyway, we'll get it back going tomorrow. So, again, appreciate you all for joining. I'm going to call it a day now. A few more things to do, some content to churn out. So, hope you've enjoyed. I've enjoyed your company. and your interaction in the chat. And yeah, just one last request. Make sure to like the live stream, and most importantly, subscribe. And if you want to check out any social media, I'm at Satch the F1 guy on YouTube, on TikTok, on X, and at Sachin, Sachin, the F1 guy, Sachin the F1 guy on Instagram, where I will regularly be posting a lot more reels and shorts and content for you guys. So thank you so much for joining. Hope you have enjoyed. And I will see you again. I'll see you guys tomorrow at 4 p.m. Eastern for the last 2 hours of practice. Same drill as today. And maybe on Friday we'll extend it a bit more. So appreciate you guys. Have a great rest of your evening. Or if you're waking up in Australia, good morning. Have a great day. In the UK, good night. And I'll see you all tomorrow. Appreciate you. Cheers.